Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Morelli. I'm back today to do a very special craft with you. Last week we talked about the insects and the caterpillars, and I read you the story, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And remember the little caterpillar when he ate through all the leaves and all of the food until he got full and his belly was bigger and bigger, and he wrapped himself up in that cocoon or chrysalis, and then he came out and he became a beautiful butterfly. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, is butterflies. There's my happy spring butterfly banner with all of the butterflies and the flowers. We're welcoming spring, we're welcoming the month of May, and we're talking about butterflies. Here's a really cool, fun craft that we're all going to learn how to do together. He is a watercolor butterfly. Very bright, very pretty, and fairly easy to do. And we'll work together. I'll give you an idea what I used, and you try your best depending on what you have in your house, and you can try to make one as well. What I started out with is a coffee filter, just like this, a round coffee filter. Actually, I have two, 1 and 2. Now, if you don't have coffee filters, it's okay. You could use a paper towel or a napkin, something that is soft paper product like this. The next thing I'm going to do with my coffee filter is I'm going to pinch it in the middle. It's round. Get my fingers just like this and squeeze right in the middle as if my hand is a clothespin, because we'll be using a clothespin next. But before we do, we're just going to make our wings like this by squeezing in the center. We'll do 1 and we'll do 2. Squeeze it again. Pinch, pinch, pinch. There we go. When we're finished, we'll have 2 sets of wings filled with color. My next step, my food coloring, similar to what you might make with Mommy and Daddy to dye your Easter eggs. You can use this, or you can use watercolors if you have watercolors at home. And I put them in my glasses, orange, purple, green, and blue. I'm going to take my coffee filter with my hands pinched in the center. Try to be careful not to get the coloring on your fingers, but if you do, you could just wash it off when you're finished. It's okay. So what we'll do, start with 1 wing. We dip just for a bit. Count to 3. It's coming out beautifully. There it is. This is kind of an orangey yellow, actually. I did both sides of the wing. Now, if I want to change it up a little bit, I can mix my color. Let's try the next one. What's that? There's the green. So it looks like my orangey food coloring is coming out mostly yellow, and there's the green on the other side. Let's see what this one is. Let's try it. Dip it in a little bit, just like this. Oh, there it is, a very, very light purple, like a lavender. There we go. And then, let's see what the 4th color is. Let's try it. Oh, there's my blue. Beautiful. So we have blue, we have purple, and yellow That's one. We're going to let it dry. I took a nice newspaper, laid it out so it would dry while we're waiting to color both wings, and then we're going to squeeze it together with my clothespin. All right, let's dip it again. Let's see, we don't have to do every color. We just do your favorites that you choose. I'll do a little bit more green again, maybe. This time mix the green with the yellow on this side. And the more you put it in, the longer you put it in, the darker it gets. So would you take your time, do it according to your color that you prefer. If you want it dark or if you want it light. Wow, that one came very bright. And we'll add a little bit more. Some of my purple. Wow, boys and girls, and there it is. See that? And again, we'll let it dry a minute. And while we're waiting for it to dry, this is the clothespin that we're going to use to squeeze it together in the center. And on our clothespin, Mrs. Morelli had a few little pom-poms. You could use anything that you might have at your house to decorate it. But for now, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue with my glue stick. And I'm going to press those pom-poms down. Let's try to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And it might take a little bit longer, but we'll keep it there while the others dry. Here's another one. 1, 2, 3. Don't worry. If it pops off, you could always add more glue. We have plenty of glue, either a glue stick or your Elmer's glue, whatever you happen to have at your house. Here's another one. Make it so bright. If you have the pom-poms, if you don't, you could put anything on there that you like. Little buttons or beads, anything just to decorate. There he is. And of course, he needs something else to see. So Mrs. Morelli has 2 googly eyes. If you don't have googly eyes, remember, I always tell you, you could just use your black marker and you could design your eyes like that. Right, there's one. And I'm going to keep adding more glue because these things can be silly. They don't stay on that easily. But we'll do our best. Just keep pressing, pressing, pressing. And it's always best to give it time to dry. And again, that's the head. And the one thing at the top, remember the antennas? We're going to take our pipe cleaner. If you have it at home, that's great. If not, you could always just decorate some paper and make it like a big long stick like this and put it on the top. We'll fold that pipe cleaner in half so it has antennas on both sides, and we could roll it around our finger like this, or if you have a marker or pencil, you could roll it around and around like this. There you go. And we're going to take our clothespin and we're going to squeeze those antennas and separate them like this. Again, my pom-poms and my googlies will take a little bit longer, so just be patient as you're doing yours, and as everything dries, it will all come into place. So when these wings are dry, again, we're going to squeeze them together so we have 2 sets like this and really make our butterfly bright. And I think I'm going to open him up a little bit more. Squeeze him on. See how his wings flare out like this? And then put the antennas back on. Take your time, boys and girls, and make your butterfly fly with all the beautiful colors you choose to make your best craft ever. And remember our lesson of the caterpillar turning into these beautiful butterflies that brighten our days and fly all around during this time of year in the springtime. Boys and girls, you've been wonderful, excellent listeners as always. Thank you for being here with me, as I always enjoy being with you. And remember, I love you. And here's my heart. I can see you and think about you wherever you go. When I go on my walks, I think of how you're growing like all of the flowers and trees around us. And the green grass going around, and our insects and butterflies flying around. Love again, boys and girls. Have a wonderful day, and see you again soon. Bye-bye now.